The Republican primary for governor. Evan, we are waiting for those results to come in. Evan Watson live at Christine Drazan election headquarters in Aurora. Give me a read on the room as we wait for those first numbers to trickle in here. How are folks feeling so far?
Yeah, David, I can't give you a read on the room because we've had some scattered applause because we've been able to get some of the results from the Secretary of State's website. I imagine they're going to populate for you really soon. And Christine Drazan does have a pretty commanding lead at this point, registering 44% of the vote to Representative Ed Deal's 30% and Chris Dudley's roughly 16%. Christine Drazan has received 82,212 votes to the 56,944 of Deal as of this first update at 8 p.m. tonight. Drazan walked into this room about 30 minutes ago to a standing ovation here of her supporters. She is, of course, a state senator hoping to challenge current Governor Tina Kotek once again to set up a rematch from the 2022 governor's race. That race, Drazan lost to Kotek by about 3.5 points, 43.5% of the vote to Kotek's 47%. When it comes to Drazan's priorities here, her messaging recently has been all, we need to make Tina Kotek a one-term governor, saying she wants to focus on affordability, focus on public safety, and ultimately, in her words, accountability for years of Democratic leadership. The former trailblazer, Chris Dudley, and Representative Ed Deal are kind of the other candidates looking at this race, but as of now, with these early results, Drazan has that commanding lead. And it's important to note that these are in a closed primary system, only Republicans voting for these Republican candidates, and we're expecting to see more as it comes through, more information. And tonight, we're also hoping to hear from her around 9 p.m. this evening, talking to her campaign staff. And with these early results, I'd expect that stays about on schedule to hear Christine Drazan expand on her early lead in this race for Oregon governor. Back to you.
All right, Evan Watson at Drazan campaign night headquarters in Aurora there. Let's go ahead and show you those results Evan was talking about. These are the first reports coming in from the county setting the Secretary of State, which send them to us and appear here. Christine Drazan leading in the Republican primary with 44.5% of the vote. Ed Deal, State Representative Ed Deal, 31% give or take. Chris Dudley, former trailblazer who ran and came close in 2010, 16% of the early vote. And then David Medina there at 4.7. Rebecca, as sort of our resident Republican expert here, what do you make of the initial results right now?
You know, the initial results are, I think, congratulations to Senator Drazan for likely winning the primary. Okay. I know I'm not supposed to call it, but I think that spread is really significant. I think it shows that Republican voters stayed consistent with where they showed they would be voting early in this discussion, early in polls of really voting for somebody they know and trust. We'll see. I think that spread will close a little bit, but I think that's a pretty solid lead at this point.